Anything can go wrong, will go wrong. You may ask to do some critical works, some work with responsibility. So that's happened in life. Doesn't matter what job you are doing. For example, if you are a doctor, if you are a practicing surgeon, at some point you may ask to perform a surgery on a live patient. The very first surgery. Sometimes it could be something like a appendectomy or something different, something simple, but it is live surgery. So you have to do that. If you're a software engineer, the day you become a tech lead, you might ask to do some changes on a production system, to deploy something to production, do a hot fix on a production bug. So at some point, you have to do that. But you're lucky because most of the time when you're asked to do that, there is someone behind you is supervising you the what you are doing. If you are a practicing surgeon, maybe your consultant surgeon is behind you looking at what you are doing. If you are a tech lead, maybe your architect is behind you and looking at what you are doing. So if you go wrong, there is somebody behind you. If you do that your own, then that is you playing your best. Most of us, at some point, we have to do that, but we have a fear to do this. Why? Because we have fear to fail. What we don't understand, if you don't fail, you don't succeed, right? Edison realized 999 times where the bulb doesn't work, but finally he got it work. So there is a saying, the person who don't wash the plate is not breaking the plates. So that means you have to do this, and the people who do work is sometimes get fail. That's okay, as long as you learn a lesson from that. If at some point you are not doing this, at some day you're permanently going to fail. Why? Because if you are a practicing surgeon, at some point, at some day, you need to do a surgery on a real person on your own. That day, there is no consultant surgeon behind you. If you are a tech lead, if you can skip this all the time, but at some point you will become an architect. The day you become an architect, you might ask to do this thing on production. At that point, there are a bunch of us looking at you, but there is no one behind you to shadow you or to guard you. So if you skip that while you're a tech lead, the day you become an architect, you will be an architect with less confidence. So that case, you will be a failure architect, not the architect with the confidence. In my life, I might have done 100 plus hot fixes on production. If I let my fear to stop me, if I didn't do my very first hot fix, then I may still scared to do something like that. Then I might not be the person who I am today. I'm the person who I am today because I did move my first step to do a hot fix on the production. I was not scared to do that. I knew that I might go wrong, but I did it. So now I'm fearless. I can do any hot fix on the production with responsibility without breaking anything. You know, doing a hot fix on a production is really critical. It's like a surgeon is doing operating on a heart while the heart is performing. The heart is pumping the blood to the person, keep the person alive, while the heart surgeons do the surgery on the heart. We do something on a production system where production system run a mission critical applications. The space you can do an error is very minimum because very simple thing can go drastically wrong, right? You saw what happened in the Facebook a few weeks back. The entire Facebook disappeared from the internet. Why? Because of a mistake, probably. So a few months back, Facebook rolled out a wrong bill to the production. So as a result, entire Facebook and WhatsApp stopped displaying images. So all these things are mistakes, but they're learning a lesson and move on. So life is like that. Remember this. There is a thing called Murphy's Law. It says anything can go wrong, will go wrong. Anything can go wrong, will go wrong. Don't let fear to stop you, because if you let fear to stop you, you may skip this time, but you can do this all the time. At some point, you need to face the reality. Remember this. Don't forget this. More you fear, more likely that to happen. Remember, more you fear, more likely that to happen. So face to the reality, take the challenges, try it. If you fail, learn a lesson and move on. We'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, take care.